Okay, so if you were alive this year and you didn't live under a rock, if you had known, we've been in our houses for at least a solid 10 months. Absolutely horrible. However, there were some good things that came out of 2020, and here is a list of a few. One reason 2020 wasn't so bad is because across the world, families were able to come together to have more time with each other. Because since the C virus struck the world, nobody was really allowed to travel as much. And so that gave families opportunities to spend more time and talk to each other. It gave more people the opportunity to stay home from work and talk with their own children and their wives or husbands. It was something truly special about that. Another reason 2020 was pretty okay is because if you're part of the gaming community, some really exciting things came out. For example, we had the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. Of course, along with this, we also had the release of a couple of new titles that were absolutely incredible to see. One of those titles for the PlayStation 5 was Spider-Man Miles Morales, which absolutely had stunning graphics and incredible gameplay. It even implemented a game style for the controller. So that way, whenever you're swinging on a web, you feel a lot more tension in the triggers of the controller. And with the Xbox Series X coming out as of this month, pre-orders are for Halo Infinite. This game, from what I have seen, looks and is going to feel absolutely astonishing. And then coming out next year for the PlayStation 5, we'll have Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, which is supposed to be a very cool looking game with massive amounts of ray tracing and overall stunning graphics. If you've been keeping up with your fandoms, you'll know that we've had a couple of really good entries into our TV show ring this year. The best one, in my opinion, is probably The Mandalorian's Season 2, which is absolutely crazy. However, Disney Plus doesn't just have The Mandalorian right now. Recently, they announced a couple of really big shows, with Marvel and Star Wars in the mix. With Marvel, we have WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Marvel's What If. And then with Star Wars, we have shows like The Bad Batch, Ahsoka, Andor, and we also have Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is set to come out next year. And for me personally, not only is the announcement of these shows exciting to me, but for me, the greatest announcement that I got this year was the fact that my favorite show, Sword Art Online, announced that it's going to be remaking its entire first arc, which takes place in a setting called Aincrad. If you don't know what Sword Art Online is, it's basically a series where where about 10,000 people get trapped inside of a video game, and if they die in the game, they die in real life. However, the show kind of rushed through that first arc, and so now with Sword Art Online Progressive, we're going to be getting a deeper look within the story, as well as getting a different perspective from different characters. And so that really excites me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to step out of the way so you can see Sword Art Online Progressive's trailer. Check it out.
これは現実ゲームじゃなかったの
SAO は普通のゲームじゃない。ふざけんなよ！出せ！ここから出せ！命がかかっている。
これが私の現実。もう生き方なんて選べない。
地下栄光への道行きか。
ずっと一緒だったのに。どうして？
これはゲームであっても遊びではない。
でも死に方くらいなら選べる。私が私でいるために。劇場版ソードアートオンラインプログレッシブ星なき夜のアリア。
So that's pretty exciting for me. So I hope you guys are excited as I am about that one. However, it's not my decision to make. Of course, 2020 has been a wild year, and overall, it hasn't been the best. But of course, we as people have made it the best we can, and we've coped with it through shows and films. And so, really, 2020 hasn't been all that bad. So, really, think about that as you go on with your day. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll, of course, see you on the next one. Bye bye.